Are we live? DJ Darren here. We're working on electrical systems today. Got my tape to tape and my my Milwaukee. Man, I want that focus. My Milwaukee pen to do construction marking. There you go. Bing, bing. And tape. I couldn't find the paper tape, so I just got that. Let me get some gloves on. Get ready here. We have an issue. Let's see. First of all, I want to clean up. It's kind of sloppy the way I did this wiring. I've been watching this one channel. This girl, electrician out in New Jersey, just killing it. Super clean wiring install. So I was like, oh man, I can't even. If she saw my stuff, she would cry. So I'm going to just trim it all, make it nice. It was all safe, but still, I'm going to trim the exact lengths and all that. Really make it super A grade electrical setup there. So no slack or nothing in there. So doing all that. And then I had an issue where I'm having a ground fault. So my power inverter in there, when I switch it on, which supplies, it takes the 12 volt power from my massive battery bank, and then it gives me 120. So when I wire that in, though, it's wired in hardwire, 120 wire. When I wire that in the system, it gave me a light saying a ground fault, a yellow light, GF, ground fault. So it's having an issue, and I traced that to the issue is this is the converter. When I have the converter connected, it gives me a ground fault warning. So I'm going to have to research that and probably call both companies and see what's up. But this is supposed to be connected to one of these circuits, right? So when you're connected to the city, called city power. So when you have city power coming in, you're plugged in somewhere, you're at a house or you're plugged in a campground, a city power coming in, it supplies this whole board with 120 volts. And this connects to all that, the hot, neutral, and ground. And then it supplies the board with that, and then it charges. It goes through here, and it's supposed to be charging and smart charging the batteries. Well, I can't connect that right now because it won't operate the system. So I have to find out what the issue is. So right for now, I'll be without being able to smart charge. But if I'm plugged in somewhere, I already have a charger right here I can use and just charge the batteries. So I'm losing charging right now, plugged in. I don't plan to be plugged in anywhere because I have a massive solar system to install. So, but yeah, that's an issue right now. I have to call the companies and see. But in the meantime, I had to unhook all these one by one and see what was the issue. And it was this. It was the whole main inverter. I was hoping to find something wrong, but now we got to call companies. So we're going to trim this stuff up right here and install it on the circuit breakers. I may rearrange the circuit breakers a little bit too, so we'll see. But that's what we're doing. Electricals got 3 weeks to get done and move out. Got to hurry with the RV and get her done. Let me move that over a little bit. There we go. Also, my streams have been ending because my battery pack is horrendous. So I didn't even get to use those packs much, but the problem is the packs just turn off by themselves. So you never know when the pack is not charging, and then until the stream ends. So I threw one on the ground and destroyed it. The other pack I'm not going to use. So for now, I'm plugged into to the wall charger now for you guys. So all my streams will be plugged into the wall charger until I get a good battery pack or something to run on. But anyway, that's why my streams have been ending, because the damn battery packs both have failed. So both my battery packs just turn off randomly now when you don't know while you're working. So you're like, oh, okay, thinking you're talking, but no, the stream ended. And like, great, that's great. So no more of that. I need a new phone too. As soon as I move to LA, I'll probably buy a new phone. The first week of LA, buying a new phone, and that'll be good. I'll get a 5G phone. I'll be able to stream better. It'll be nice. It'll be super nice. It'll be a nice gift, and I'll be able upgrading my stream stuff. I'm gonna buy a gimbal, electric gimbal, and then I'm gonna buy a new phone before I start doing a lot of heavy IRL. Also, I got chilling with the Powerade today. Chilling, so good. Got to add 3 teaspoons of sugar, and then there you got the perfect drink right there. See, let's figure out this electrical. Let me back this camera. Oh, also my stupid tall selfie stick failing as well, so I just broke that. I'm tired of that shit too. So I got this short selfie stick rolling, and that's what we're gonna use now. Short selfie stick plugged into the wall. That's how we go. Roll. Let's do it. Alright, put some gloves on. I've been tearing my hands up too, so really got to get glove protected on everything I do. I've been going through band-aids like crazy. I just installed my furnace yesterday. That's all installed, done, working great. Super awesome, super hot. It's 35 degrees this morning. I heated my RV to 80 degrees in like less than half an hour. It's quick. Alright. Yeah, if you're watching too, or if you gotta leave, please, if you can, keep the tab open so I can gain watch hours. Open up another tab and just keep it open so I can gain watch hours. I just got robbed hard by YouTube. I have 2 strikes, a warning, and more than half of my watch hours got stolen right before I got to 3,000 watch hours. So we got to build that up again. But that was a lot of work. And YouTube's not promoting me anymore. I can tell easily. All my stats went way down. So as soon as I got 2 strikes and a warning, YouTube shut my channel down and not promote. So got to build it back up again, guys. All right. So let's see. We got it. This is the first thing we're working on here. This is the bedroom line, and there's too much slack behind it. I was making sure I didn't need that slack because you can't add it once you take it away. So it seems like we got a good amount of slack. So I'm gonna cut this here because I got more slack behind it, and I'm gonna pull it through again. Once these pull through on these, you can't really push them back again. You gotta get a flathead and put up on the tabs because the tabs kind of grab it. It grabs it like that as it goes through, and it won't go backwards. So you have to put a flathead in there if you want to run this back. But I'm gonna cut this and then do a flathead as well, and then run it back through because we have slack in that line. So I'm taking out the slack in there. I did cut all power. I didn't need to, but I cut all 12-volt power. But nothing's connected to this bridge. But just in case, all power is cut from the batteries. So everything's dead right now. You want to make sure of that. Damn sure of that before you work. All right, so I'm just going to cut those. Boom. So this is like a cutter and a crimper. Klein tools. I don't know what this is. I think this is a Klein tool. It's a crimper for crimping crimps, and then this does everything. It's so awesome. This is the best thing I've ever bought, I swear. Stripper. It's a stripper, and also the wire goes in there, and it'll cut the wire too, but mainly stripper. It's just awesome. Germans build awesome stuff, I swear to God. Alright, I need to get a flathead so I can push this back. As you see, it won't push back. And you don't want to force it. There's plastic tabs that's going through here, so if I try to force this back, it'll break those tabs and it won't grab on that anymore. So, hey, good morning.
Good morning. Hey, that wasn't a change of address. It was 2 houses down.
Okay, good.
So sorry.
Good. No problem. I'm always on security alert.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. All right, so let's going from the back here, and then just push on that tab, and then I can kind of pull that out. It's kind of tough. Oh, I broke it. Uh-oh, you guys. Uh-oh. I broke that tab. Okay, luckily there's other ones to go through there, but man, okay. I broke that tab. It's alright because I have twice as many tabs here to go through, but man, it's not really a good way to back those up. So make sure your link's on stuff when you go through there. Now this is the bedroom one. I also got to figure out what breakers. I got 20 breakers, 20. This is 20 amp breakers. So 20, 20, 20, 20, 50 amp, 50 amp, 30, 20. Now I might move it around more depending on what wires, so it's I can organize in my mind which ones. The main ones are down here. I don't like that, so I'm gonna move those up here. The ones I think about. So the main ones are gonna be like the inverter coming in. That's a 30 amp. And then it'll be like city power coming in when you plug in from a house or whatever, city power. So I want those two, the first ones. So those will be each of those only needs to be 30 amp because I'm only doing a 30 amp system coming in from the wall, 30 amp cord and charger and all that. I got 30 amp surge protector, so the 50 amps overkill, but it's alright, we'll use that. I'm gonna upgrade later to the 50, but I don't need to because I have the solar system and all that, so I don't ever need. This whole unit is pretty special. I bought this whole thing. This is what's called a converter. So this whole thing, it's a converter slash like house panel too as well, and also 12 volts. So all these are all 12 volts. That's all my 12 volt fuses and all my 12 volt wires going out, right? So I only have, look at all of them that I got, and different fuse levels and whatnot as well. Each one of these has a warning light. So if the fuse goes out, a little red light goes on and it'll show you. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 12 volt lines. I can add anything I want 12 volt fused powered from here, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to add a couple more to this as well, and then I can run it to the fuses depending on what I want. But I can put any fuse I want, but there's different fuses in order, so you can tell at 15, I think those are 10. I think that's 5 amp. I'm not sure, but you get the gist. It's organized by what. So if I have just a little tiny light, I'm only going to run it on like a 5 amp, something low. So this is a 12 volt system, and that's a regular like house system here. All regular house breakers right here, all brand new, German. And then regular house lines right here. This is what you would have at your house, 120 volt lines coming in. It's 3, so you have a hot line. Black is hot, white is neutral, and then this is ground. Green is ground, or you have just the regular. This is ground, just the raw wire. So that's that. And so we need to wire that in. And so what happens is, as soon as a hot wire comes in from somewhere that's powered, as soon as any of these is hot on any of these breakers, it powers the entire panel. So all I need is one wire in with power, boom, and it'll power the entire panel if I want to run other things off of it as well. So basically it's one hot wire comes in, right? So say I got the inverter power. The inverter is giving me power. So boom, it's got its switch on. It powers the whole panel. And then all these other go to like the bedroom, to the kitchen, to the hallway, whatnot. And those feed off. So one line comes in, right? And then the others feed off that that line to anything that you want. And I can add one if I want. I got 2 extra, 3 extra here too. So if I want to add, if I want to run wire and go run an electrical outlet somewhere, I can. But this RV's set on that, so I might add one. I'm not sure. As I end up here, I might add one depending on if there's a location in the RV I want one that there's not, and it's pretty, and I really need it there, then I'll put an outlet there. But all right, so let's switch these breakers up because, like I said, I don't want these 20s on the top. I only got one wire. Only one wire I liked that I kept connected there because it was correct distance. It comes in and it should arch. It should come in and go straight, not all over the place, all twisted. No extra stuff. Mine was all kind of sloppy, and I can't be doing with sloppy wiring. So let's. All right, I forget how to remove these breakers. I don't want to break my breakers. They just pop out though. Shoot, I forget. There it goes. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, make sure everything's off too. Make sure all your power's off, and these are really neat. So kind of lock in. So they kind of go like this. So they lock in like this, boom, and then, you know what I mean? Pop it in like that, and then it'll lock in. Boom. But I'm taking that out, so I'm going to take out the top 2 20s. Now this is plastic, so I'm just gently prying this loose, man. It's all plastic, unfortunately. Okay, there's my other 20 simple little breakers. Like, I don't know how much these are, but total regulated, total all coded, all legal and legit and safe. Let me check chat real quick just in case. 03, what's up? Shane B, what's up? Oh yeah, I already installed all that already, buddy. Shane B, I already installed that whole system. I'm just cleaning it up. This whole thing is brand new, and it's pretty awesome. Like it's a combination inverter. It's a combination converter, which converts 120 from outside and into 12 volt and smart charges the batteries. But it also combines the 120 panel and also all the 12 volt panel, which is awesome. Smart charging too. Four stage smart charging, and it desulfurs the batteries too, which is a special feature. It has a desulfuring cycle that it does. It'll do weekly. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I got this, buddy. I just had this kind of sloppy installed, and I've been watching this channel. This young hottie girl in Jersey, Lexi Electrical. Look her up on YouTube. Lexi Electrical something. You'll find her. She just been doing such clean work on all this shit I'm watching. I'm like, man, I can't. I would be embarrassed if she saw that work that I did. So I'm cleaning it all perfect. Can't be going out like that. Lexi Electrical, I think that, but yeah, she's a young hottie that does electrical work in Jersey. And she said the stats too that only there's only 2%, less than 2% of electricians are women. I was like, I believe it. It's son of a bitch work, man. Shit. But yeah, I was like, hell no. I'm cleaning all my stuff up immediately. All right, let me think here. So I want, let's see, I got 2 50s. I don't really need, let me see. I'm not doing a 50 amp system yet. But I do want the 50 amp coming in from, let's see, from the city. Let me think. I'm running a whole 30 amp system, but we know we want that 30 at the top. That's our solar. That's our main one coming in, so I want that one first. Pop that in. Look how easy that is. Just boom. Ugh. If you can get to the side of it, it's easy, but if you can't, then you got to pop it. But you can, well, I wouldn't even hit the switch. I would just do it like I said, with a little, a little bit of beep. You got to watch it. I mean, most would be metal, but got to watch it. This is plastic. Let's do our 30, because the main breaker we're worried about is our inverter. Check this out. This is badass right here. The badass Renogy 2000 watt inverter, but it'll go to 4,000 for like 30 seconds. And it's smart. I bought the smart version. Pretty badass. This thing's beefy. So that thing's gonna be powering everything. So mainly powering the solar all the time. Solar coming in and giving power, and the battery pack giving power to that inverter, and then that gives me 120. That gives me 120 power for the RV. So that's our main deal. That's our first one in. And we only need it only runs. So I did the stats on it, did the numbers on it. So if it's 2,000 watts, then you're only doing 16 amps maximum. But if it peaks to 4,000, then that's 32 amps. It never really will. So that's why I put a 30 amp breaker for the inverter, because it should never really be going past 4,000, or 30 amps is what it'd be really maxing out at. So we're preventing anything past 30 amps. Then that would only be for running AC, air conditioner. So that's our main baby. I want that so I can visually, so I know the main thing we're running. And also, I'll tell you, hold on a second, as I explain this, we go on. Let's put the 50 in. The next is going to be the 50. That's going to be from the city power coming in, which is only going to be 30 amp. I have a 30 amp cord. I have a 30 amp surge protector, for campgrounds plugged in, and the cord will come in, and it's a 30 amp receptacle, twist lock, and it's going to come back. Now I could wire that 30. I don't have another 30, so I'm just going to use the 50, which is still fine. This whole unit is, I forgot to say, is 75 amp. This is a 75 amp. I forget the brand. I'll tell you later, but this is a 75 amp converter system. So I could run 50 amp and also a 25 amp system as well. Most everything, buses or even $1 million RV, they're only 50 amp systems total. That could be 150 amp at a campground or whatever coming in. But if you have two ACs or multiple, you could use more power. So this RV, I could wire it to where I have a 50 amp and up to 30. So I can plug in a 50 amp cord. I could plug in a 30 amp cord too as well. And the system will run all that. But that's overkill for me. We have a massive solar system and batteries, so we only need to plug 30 amp for campgrounds and whatnot. And if I'm at someone's house, I have a little adapter, so just like a house cord, run out, plugs in the adapter, and it runs into the 30 amp system. So the next will be our city. That's called City Power in. So City Power is plugged in at campgrounds or at your friend's house. Your friend's not going to have 50 amps, but campgrounds, well, uh-oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, that was tough. Okay, there we go, the 50. 50's in. That I'm going to use, like I said, City Power in. Now, I could get a switch. There's automatic transfer switch. They're expensive. They're a few $100s. And we don't need that. So what happens is you can't have systems crossing. So you can't have a generator running when you're plugged into the city power. You can't have your solar and your inverter running in and city power. You can't have a combination. You either have city power in, right, from the city, from the wall outside. You have a generator, or you have a solar coming in with the inverter. None of those can cross. None of those can be touching while one's running. So what happens is, like, okay, I'm running on solar power. I'm good. I pull up to the campground. I'm about to plug in. Maybe my batteries are low, or I'm just going to plug in because it's free power. So I'm like, all right. you got to cut. So say it's on, you got to cut. So I cut the solar, boom, cut the solar, and then I go plug in. I go plug in outside, pop that on. So these can never be on at the same time. So I'll always be like, you know, when I plug in, like boom, cut power. Then I plug in. Then now I'm plugged in for city. So I want those two right there, and I'll label them. You know, I'll put solar, and like, you know, solar, and I'll put city right there. Otherwise, you need a transfer switch, which is $200, which basically just does this. You know, like, I don't need to wire. I can do that myself. And it's very rare that I'm going to be like, I'm not going to be doing that every day, you know. Pretty rare I'll be at campgrounds or whatever, so I don't need to pay $200 for something to just do, basically to just do this. You know what I mean? So, that I am the transfer switch. So, that's how we do that. And if I had a generator coming in, the generator would be on one too as well. It would be on a 30 amp, right? And it'd say generator's running, it's supplying power. Boom, and they cut the generator off. Boom, and then be like, all right, now we're gonna go to city power. Or like, all right, now we're gonna go to solar power. So those would all be separate, never connecting. You know, never on at the same time. All three sources separate. So there's your info on that. So we got our solar, we got our city, and now we got some 20s. And I guess we're gonna add the two. We got another 50 here. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what that other 50's for. So we got the. I don't know what I was thinking. I have to return this. I have to return it. I'm gonna put that aside to go return that for some cashola. They're like $15 each or something. Okay, so we know 20. So we got the main things we're doing. I'm not even running a generator. And if I had a generator, I would just do it a 30 amp. So I don't need a 50. And I really need another 30. So I might return that 50 and get it 30. So I got two extra 50s because I was planning a 50 amp system, but I'm not going to do that yet. So let's just stack up some 20s right here. I mean, yeah, let's just stack up the 20s right here and forget about the 50. There we go. Boom. Yeah, I put that in my return pile. I've returned to Home Depot, cash it in. I'm gonna take this other 20, I'm gonna put that. So if I need it, I'll have to think. I can't think of any other reason. So we'll return this. I could get like $20. And I may just switch it out and go get myself a 30, or maybe I should just pull out this 50 and return it before I wire it up right now. I'll have to think. For now, we got the bedroom line, so the bedroom is going to be, let's see, well, we'll figure it out here. What do we got here? We got an unknown roof line. This line below, what is that? I got a label. I labeled these two with little stickers, but hard to see here. I can't even read that. Shoot. Just rip that off. Okay, what does that even say? Oh, couch overhead storage. Okay. Couch overhead storage on that. So we'll try to make some order of this. Now I do have 30 amp stuff coming, and so I probably want the outside city one. We'll probably hook up the city one right now, the 50 amp. We'll find that right now. This is a big old thing. The thick one too. You use different. Oops, Let me clean this up a little bit. This one broke in there too as well already. But if you have more amps, then they're using bigger wire. So the leads that come off, the main wires coming in are beefier. So this is super beef like this. Super beef. And then this is the lead coming off. That bends pretty easy. This stuff, super beef. This would be like coming in, or also this would be the size going to an air conditioner. Lot of amps. So this is the size you need going to air conditioner or coming in. So this line is coming in from, let's see, this is my city power in. So the plug, 30 amp plug, plugs in, and then this is the wires coming off of it. So that's my city power. We're gonna run that to the 50. So let's run that first. Let's run that first in there. And we know that's, see, I wanted to organize it all so I know, so I don't be like have wire coming out, but yeah, it's going over here, you know, it's going to that. So you kind of organize it. It's coming into the top, it'll hook to here, hook there and there, and then we're good. It was kind of disorganized too because I was hooking stuff up and then changing my mind, and then things were changing as I hooked stuff up. So now that everything's finalized, now we can clean this up and we know where everything's going. And I'm probably going to add one, just depending on where I want the outlet at. But before we close everything up and whatnot, we'll run the wire and put another outlet for something. I forgot where I wanted it, but I think at the end of the couch, I think I was wanting an outlet like over there. At the end of the couch right there would be nice. So you just plug in at the end. Because there's outlets, let's see, there's outlets up there, there's a 120. Up there in the wall there's a 120. I can put them inside too. And then there's nothing on the floor up there. So I'll probably put a 120 right there. Or put it right on the wall there. But I'll put it in the couch. Let's see here. Because I want a plug there at the end of the couch. So it could at least be like phone charger or something, anything like that. But I think that's it. Everything else has 120 outlets everywhere. Pretty good on that. Alright, I'm gonna check chat and then we're gonna start cutting stuff. Boom, boom. What's up, Dave? Good seeing you here, buddy. Yeah, well, I bought the breakers, but there were 30 amp only before. There were two air conditioners, but the generator can only run one, and then the city could run the other. It was weird. It was weird. Yeah, the way they had it before, they had switches on the wall, because it's basically the generator is 6,500 watt. That could run both, but if you're plugged in a city power, it couldn't. I don't know. It was weird. It could only run one AC, so you'd have to switch rear AC or front AC. The setup, how it was crazy. But it's old, you know. This is an 88. It was a very outdated converter. So it had terrible charging too. Actually, the charging way it does would be terrible for today's batteries. So that's why I got this whole unit was about $230 worth all the money in the world. 75 amp converter, you know, with all the hooks and all the 12 volt and the red lights going on when the fuse blows. That's badass. And it already happened once, so I'm glad I bought it. But I do need to get it to work. Like I said, we're having an issue. I can't connect into the system because my inverter is giving me a ground fault. So I have to call both companies and ask them what's up with that, and talk to the actual engineers, dude, and say, dude, what's up with that? I just bought both your products. They're supposed to be compatible and work great. You know, this was like $240. My inverter was almost $400. So they better work together, dude. That's all I'm saying. Stuff better work. Okay, so my first line I'm running in here. Let's get it unraveled from stuff. First of all, get it unraveled, and then we're going to bring it in. See where we're bringing it in here. That's the second, so we'll bring it in right where it's at. So the second one in. We got 2 broken things in there too already. This is, city power. Make sure everything's straight going through. I gotta bend this. Oops, can you guys hold on a second? Let's see. Okay. I gotta straighten these out a little bit so they don't crush the little plastic thing there. So nice and straight to go through, you know, to go through that. I can't be breaking any more of those plastic tabs. I like that they hold stuff. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I like their use that they hold stuff. Okay, there we go. Pushing this one through. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. I don't want to. Actually, let's see. I want all that slack too. I want all that slack behind it, so that's it right there. I don't want to bring it through too much, and then I have to cut because I don't want a bunch of sloppy slack around here. We're gonna fix all this up. So this is gonna be coming right to there. So that's probably good. So we're doing a right angle right there. That's perfect right there. That's gonna go right there. Okay, and then white. Let me see if I can remember here. Okay, this is gonna go over here. So that needs to go over that wire. That's gonna go over here. And then the white is gonna go into the white rail. So the white is neutral, right? The black is the hot wire. That's the power wire. Hot wire, neutral wire. And then you got ground is the bare wire. Or ground can be green, right? So your power wire, neutral wire, and green for ground, like a house. That's a house wiring. So what I'm doing is exactly house wiring. This is having house wiring in an RV. Same as a house, exactly the same, just, you know, compacted. But same switches. These are the same switches you would have in a house, but they're in my RV because my RV's dope. That's why. Because we're RV living. Okay, so we want to go into this neutral rail. We got one ready. We got one loose there. Let's see where the best position. Probably right that one right there. So I want to cut, and then we're gonna make a. Let's see. We're just gonna right angle that. Okay, so to get this in shape, let's kind of cut away some of this like that, so we can start angling like that. See how clean that's gonna be? Look at, see how it comes in straight, 90 degrees, straight, 90 degree. Oh, this girl I'm gonna try and make this girl proud on YouTube, dude. When she sees my work, I know she'll want a first date. Not the way that wiring was, though. I'm telling you, she'd be like, hell no, I saw your wiring in your RV, DJ Darren. I don't even want to see you. That's what she would say if she saw this shit. You can't have that. Can't have Lexi saying like, your wiring is subpar. I can't go to dinner with you. Your wiring subpar. I'd be like, I'd be like, oh, shattered. And she would be right. So we're not having no subpar wiring up in here. This is tough to get in here. Okay. Lexi don't go for no subpar wiring. I need to come in a little bit more on this because this. Come on, get out of the way here. There we go. Let's get that shit out of the way for a second. This needs a little more length in here, I think. Hold on. Let's see what we can make right here. Oh no, I think we got it. All right, we got it. We got enough. Because we're gonna go like this. We're gonna grab a good amount going down. We're just gonna turn it boom, like that. A nice bend like that, and then back like that. That's gonna go pop pop. The closest one too, you know, so it's not, you know, the closest possible. The closest possible, so not wires all going all crazy. Let me check chat real quick. Yeah, heater and air conditioner. The heater not so much because the heater in here's propane, but it runs the fan. The fan's like 15 amps, I don't know. It's a lot better now. Old school though, that like what's in here, the furnaces, that it takes some juice, but the juice is just going to the fan, spinning the fan. That's it. That's what draws the power, and it does draw power. But the AC, those draw a shit ton of power. AC is like over 2,000 watts constantly, you know. A low setting on an AC might be 1,600 watts, but the high setting might be 3,000 watts. And to start an AC, to initial start, it jumps up like almost 4,000 watts. That's why my inverter, I got this Renogy 2000 watt inverter. It'll jump to 4,000 watts to start an AC, because if it only did 2,000, you wouldn't be able to start an AC, because at the start of the AC, when you first turn it on, boom, it needs 3,000 or 4,000 watts for a couple seconds, and then it starts the AC up. They have kits that you can install because of that issue of AC. They have kits you can install that help with that AC start. AC start kits. I don't know what the proper name is, but let's get this going. This looks so nice, so much better than it was. So it's boom. Look at that. Look how nice that is, dude. German, dude. Shout out Klein Tools. I want to be sponsored, dude. Klein Tools. It's called a Catapult. Love this thing, man. I wish I found that so long ago. That combined with this, with the crimper, which does, you know, crimps on the fittings, is so nice. So nice. Okay, now we need to make our 90-degree bend on that. So to bend down to right there. So we got our flat pliers, and we're just gonna do a nice, pretty nice 90-degree. Boom. Nice little flat bend. Now we have some slack. We might have to rebend that. Let me think. Let's get the ground one in, and let's think about that. Let me get this nice and straight. This one's kind of not straight there. Okay. So there we go. Let me change that angle a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's not even loose yet. There we go. Just put it just goes right behind the screw right there. Boom. Now we'll just do mostly tight, but when I come back, we'll do super, super tight, you know. But it's tight set right there. So that's good. That's a good route right there. That's the shortest route I can do. Straight, clean, straight, down. This one, let's put this one in. This one's going in right here into the 50 because we're doing our city power in. Let's see. All right, we need the flat. Okay, that one's not loose, so let's loosen that up. Okay, now I need, it needs to go back a little bit. I might trim some off of this. I might trim some off of that. This one needs to go back a little bit too. I don't want to trim much off of this because it's so hard to get the things in there. I'm gonna have to though. That's it. I gotta impress this electrician girl, dude. So we gotta cut them again, strip them again, because we need less space. So we cut into like there and there. That needs to go there, and that goes in there. Okay. It's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be perfect. So we're trying to always achieve the absolute best work you can do, you know? You should always be. If you can. Oh, little more. There we go. And that's tough to fit in there. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. Not too difficult, right? With the right tools. If it's not right, don't let it sit. You know, gotta fix it. If it's not right, fix it. Now I'm gonna twist this. Boom. Where are we coming in here? Coming right here. Okay, I need to deliver that underneath that. Oops, how come that's not going? So it's really loose there. I'll have to see what the heck we got here. Supposed to be able to go underneath that. There we go. That is not going. I don't know why. What the heck here? I'm gonna move it out a little bit. Dang it! I don't know what's wrong there. Let's see. I don't know what's wrong there. It's supposed to pop in there. Uh-oh. Houston, you got a problem. It's supposed to slide. Alright, man, I'll open it up more. Maybe because the wires so much. Uh-oh. I don't want my screw's gonna fall out. Uh-oh. It's open. Huh. Why is that not sliding underneath that? That's crazy. It's almost falling off. Pretty much falling off there. The part won't slide back. There. Oh, there it goes. It's being so star. Slide that forward like that. that. Oh my god, it still won't go. I'm gonna take this whole. I'm gonna get some needle nose. That's crazy. How is that not slipping out? I don't know why that's having such an issue. The wires slip right in. It's supposed to be super easy. Okay. Pull that forward, it won't go. Oh, okay, alright. I just wasn't going low enough. Alright. Alright, my bad. I just wasn't going low enough on that. Okay. Pop that, push that in, and then what? Oh, okay, huh. The 50 amp breaker is different than the others. It's got this little center channel for the wire to go through. The others are all open. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Kind of holds the wire right there. Okay. That's pretty tight, super tight, but like I said, everything will be all super tight later after everything's done. Kind of doing the mock-up, but it's going to be permanent. That's all permanent. Everything that's perfect coming in, that's perfect like that. It's done. And that's going to be, that'll be permanent. Okay, let's bend this one down to right there. So I'm going to do a nice, whoops, first of all, let's get this right direction, this direction, and then let's turn it perfectly. Right angle, boom, like that. And then we get the right angle like that. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, pop that down. Hold it down. I'm going to push that back a little bit. There we go. Perfect right angle. Hold it down. I'm getting, I ordered some electrical parts. I'm getting my surge protector, adapter, and cord. So after tonight, I should be able to plug in from the house here and then plug in here. But it's not going to work because I can't plug this stuff in to charge the batteries and run that yet because it's giving me a ground fault. But I can test the system. I could just turn the inverter off and then this will all be hooked up to a channel, and I'll be able to plug in tonight to charge the batteries and test that. That's called the city power. So I'll be able to test the city power system tonight or tomorrow morning, which is nice for when I'm like at campgrounds or at a house. Okay, did that did not tighten at all, did it? Oh my god. So I wasn't too low. Something's wrong with this 51 then. I thought it was in there. Okay, now the whole thing is like... Maybe the 51's just different. The 51's kind of built different than the others. I've never hooked the 50 channel up, but it's got this little center thing, and for some reason it's being a bitch, man. It won't accept the wiring, dude. I might have to pull this whole little... How am I supposed to get this there? What's supposed to happen here? Hold on here. Let's try and... I'm gonna Can't believe it'd be such a sensitive angle, but maybe it is. Yeah, this is supposed to be like 1 second to pop this sucker in. Okay. It is not. Alright, alright. That's pretty frustrating. See, telling you guys, trying to do all sorts of different things, but like, how come it's taking so long? Because shit like this, motherfuckers. Shit like this, that should be like, should take 10 seconds and it doesn't. That's why shit takes so long. Okay, you have to figure this out. Why is this not popping out? And where is the damn wire supposed to go in here? It did not clamp down. Okay. It did not clamp down. Okay, is that doing anything? Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. I know what the issue is. Alright. This wire is so... The coating's so thick, it's not going through the plastic. Okay. Alright, we got to take some of that coating off then. I don't... You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to have any raw wire past this part here, you know what I mean? So that if any other wire is hanging around, or like one of these ground wires touches it, you don't want any raw wire past there. So that fucking gap needs to be increased, or just fucking, let's see. I will strip some more of that off of there, but can't have raw live wire hanging out, you know what I mean, like a chunk of raw wire out. So just enough to get through that stupid little gap there. Let's take care of that. So we need a little more like that. There we go. What a son of a gun, dude. Okay, now let's get that out again. Come on out. Oh my god, this is the most difficult breaker I've ever dealt with. This is insanity. It just won't separate. It's completely unscrewed, but I have to fucking manually hold this. Oh my god. The others are so quick. Watch how the 20s and the 30s go. The 30s go. This 50 is just bullshit. I'm gonna replace this immediately anyway, man. Give me this whole goddamn thing, dude. Oh my god. I'm taking the whole breaker out. Give me this thing, dude. What the F is going on here, dude? Okay, looks like it's got a weird system there. So there's the thing. And then it closes like that. Okay. So that's a huge wire gap. It's supposed to be under there. Okay. So that can take some huge wires in there. And I guess, I mean, I can wire that first and then pop it in, but not with the clearance that we want on there. So let's go ahead and... So what we're doing, we're tightening that. Now that I can see how that's operating, we got to tighten a whole bunch of stuff for that gap to close, so that wire is going to go right in there. Boom. Now that we see the nightmare, it's well below that. It's well below. Ridiculous. I hate this 51. Now we understand how it works. So let's get that going. Kind of line that up good. Whoops. That might be too much. Too tight. And I can visually, I'm just going to visually pop that sucker in there. There we go. Alright. Well, that only took 10 seconds. Okay. Jesus. That was terrible. Okay, all three of those are in though. That channel's in. Now I know how those 50s work. So I can deal with that later. I can do that quickly. That was a nightmare. But super clean though, you know, that's what we want. We want it super clean like that. You know, right angles coming in straight. Shortest distance possible to where they need to go. So that's what we wanted to do. That's good. So I like my shorty selfie stick I'm using now. It's great. Okay. Take a sit. That was such a nightmare. Oh, that's a backbreaker. 2 men on the ground. Oh. All right, let's do another one. Holy moly, that was tough. That's been like the whole RV project, man. There's just everything's like, oh my God. Some things just take a while, man. It's hard to figure out. But a lot of things going smooth too as well. Thank God. Okay, so that we know now. That is set up. Our 50 amp breaker. That is really our outside power. Our outside power, boom, city power. City. And I'll make a little mark right there. I'll have to do some good little tape later, but just write city and little tape. And then this one's going to be solar city. Those are my 2 power in. That's it, you know. We don't, no generator. So solar power or city power in. That's it. And a big battery bank that's charged. So if it's a cloudy day, it's fine. I'm running on batteries. I got plenty of like gas in the tank for the battery. You know, the batteries have plenty of juice, but need those sunny days to charge. If it gets too low, a lot of cloudy days, and like find that I'm using power and it's not charging enough, then I got to go plug in somewhere and city power in, boom, and charge up, and then done at a friend's house or wherever, boom, done. Back to solar power, done. And if I had a generator, like I said, it would be another 30 amp for generator power, and the rest are just the branches of the tree going off. This is the root of the tree, and then the branches going off to the bedroom, to the kitchen, to the living room, to the front of the RV, you know, to the outside. There's an outside, so you can plug in from the outside too. So outside channel as well. So all the channels, man. I'm thinking we got all the channels, man, covered. Now this is the bedroom one. Let's see. This is the only one identified right now. Then I can run. Let's see. What should the first 20 be? Maybe the closest. What's the closest outlet here? The closest outlet is tied in right here in the table area, the couch or the bench seat. So that's going to the bedroom too. So that's the first. So that's right here at the table, and then the bedroom is all one. So let's get ready for that then. We'll bring that into right here. That'll be the first one, because that's the closest. That's easy to figure out too. Closest outlet right there. So we'll bring that in. So we're right here. So we want to bring that in maybe the third, right below what we just did. So I'm gonna get ready to run that. Remember, these things are so fragile. Can't run it and back it up again. So choose one and decide. Okay, we're going right there, right below where my thumb is. Okay. Don't do the wrong one. Let's see here. Make sure I got lots of slack back there. I actually need to make more slack for it. Back here. Okay. Good. Okay, I got the slack covered for the back there, and then bring this forward. Okay, that's gonna be. Shit, where's that? It's underneath. So I gotta go underneath that wire real quick. Straighten out and then go through the plastic. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. I already got good slack back there, so I'm gonna pull this tight through. Whoops. And then take out the slack. Ooh. Oh, it's alright, good. Take out the slack that we don't need. Okay. It's right about there. Okay. This is going to go to right here, and then like I said, both sides, but we'll do it as close as we can. So we'll do one, well, we got a couple more. We got we got at least 1, 2, 3. They're going to be below it. 1, 2, 3, 4 channels are going to be below that. So we want to do it in order. So we got, we got our solar, we got our city coming in. So we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 or 6. That'd be that row. So we're gonna put it on that row there, so we have room as we go down. The next one there, the next one there. As as we'll do these two as well. Kind of in order, ascending order. So let's do that. So we don't want to cut too much either. Don't want to cut right there and not have enough for that. Remember, we already took the slack out, so we got to be exact on this. So we need to go, that needs to go out to at least right there for that. The ground wire right there, because that's going to be next to that. And then it'll be over here. So that'll be able to, okay, so we're going to cut right about there, because we want the ground right there. Okay. Telling you, we got to do pro level. I'm going to be doing solar install in the future, electrical work, solar install on roofs and then stuff like that. I'm going to get my license, so I'm getting used to doing stuff on a professional level here. Now we need to cut away some of this stuff here. Grab my razor blade. Gotta be careful not to cut into the wires either. Can't, they can't be cut, so I have to be careful on this here. I'm just gonna split that and just rip it, because I think these rip back. I think you can just rip them back, so you don't damage. You don't want to be scalpeling this and then cut into these other wires. So let's peel that back. We cut the edge of that. Let's peel that back. Let's see. Like this. What I'm thinking is like this. There you go. Kind of grab a chunk like that and then peel it back like that. Oh yeah, that works. Just to kind of split that up a little bit. It's not really a conventional way to do that, but I'm trying some new stuff. Oh. Maybe I'll do a slate. As long as I know it's not cutting any wires. There we go. Nice and slight. Not even through that paper. That's great. Okay. Cut this over here. Okay, let's see if that's enough to work with there. I think it is. Let's get that out of the way for a moment. Oh, it's bugging me. It's bugging me. Get. Now we need. Let's see, we need this ground to go over. Oh, do we have too much? We might trim some of that. So can I trim a little bit of that? The white needs to go over here to right there. And then black's gonna go in to right there. Okay. So let's do these one by one. It might be forward too much here. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that though. Okay. I'm gonna start with the ground then. So I'll hit the second guy right here. Oh geez, that's really tight. It shouldn't be that tight like that. So we're going over. Let's see, that might be like this. It's gonna sit like that. It's gonna go back and down. So cut some of that. Cut right. I'm gonna make a little thing like that. So I believe that's gonna be like that. And those can touch the raw wire. Obviously, these are all going to the same one. So these can touch in other ones. That's fine. I try not to, but these can touch. They're going to the same place. But the other ones you want to keep all separate, definitely away from each other. But that's a raw wire. It's fine if this wire and this wire touch each other. But just good practice not to. And we're doing, we're trying to do absolute A level install. Just getting in the practice of that. So that's what we're doing. A-level certified install is what I'm trying to achieve and get paid the big bucks in the future. Probably only have to do like 6 months of school and I'll get certified. Because I already do all this stuff anyway. I already do it already. But I'll learn more and then I'll get certified. But mainly to do solar installed and to work on RVs and buses and doing this, converting buses and RVs to solar power and doing that, but also to do solar on people's roof. But look how clean that is. It's nice and clean right there. Boom. Nice clean channel there. Now let's see, that's kind of more natural like that. Let's do the black next. So that's just going straight in there. Straight into that 20 right there. So how much do we need there? Hardly any. Oh wait. No, we're going right here. So cut off at least that much. There. Strip it. Strip a good amount here. Let's see where we're going in here. Now, oh, it's loosen the 20 up. And let's see if this one takes 15 minutes to do. It better not. No, these are different. These actually stop. The screw actually stops on these. It doesn't come out. The screw has a stop, comes out, and then you just pop these suckers in, man. Boom. See, look, I told you guys. It pops in there. Whoops. Make sure that's popped in good. Yeah, they make these different. They make those different than the 50s. I squish it down good. It's got a good squish to it. Now I'll redo all those too and make them tighter, but making them 90% tight. Now see that's good now? Boom. See how quick that was? That 50 was a bitch, but now we know how to do it. So I'm not sweating it now. But Jesus, see how quick that is. Bam. Nice clean line. Exactly up. Now we're going clean over to here. Let's go ahead and get, let's see, is that tight over there? Okay, so this next one over. That's where we're going right here. Let's bring it over here. Alright, let's ignore this. Let's get this guy out of there. It's a big old troublemaker. That's just, that stuff's all just annoying. Probably cut all that stuff on too. Just cut all that. Like that. Cut all this stuff. Don't need any of that junk. Oh yeah, that's got to come out because that is going to the top. This is our city power in right here. It's extra thick cable, extra heavy duty, because it's carrying 30 amps in, potentially. So it's super heavy duty, hard to bend and twist this stuff. This stuff we're gonna have to back out of this. I'm gonna have to bend those tabs and back this out carefully. I think I figured out a way I can do it carefully, but this we're bringing up to oh wait, no, oh shoot, what is this? Did I hook something up wrong? 50 amp, hold on, 50 amp. No, that's our city power. Okay. 50 amp is our city power. Okay, this is our solar. That scared me for a second. Yeah, that's our solar coming in from the inverter. This is from the inverter. That's why it's all heavy duty, because it can't. Normally 2,000 watts, it'll be 16 amps. But if it busts up to 4,000 watts to start something like an AC, then it's running 32 amps. So that's why 30 amp system on this. So we'll bring that up to the top in a second. Okay, just had to remember that. Alright, so we're going over here. This is going to be nice and clean, good length. So let's trim that, trim. Man, this tool, I love this tool. Boom. So good. It does all the wire sizes. All these wire sizes here. Like there, and then, and reverse it. Oh wait, no. Little tiny, but it looks so good. Looks so good. I used to bite wire off with my teeth all the time. You know, I got a couple cracks in my teeth from that. Like most people, you strip wire with your teeth usually. I wish I would have found that tool a long time ago, because it just makes it so easy. That's right. If you just use the right tools, they're not that expensive, $25, and it makes all the electrical so smooth and perfect and easy. It's well worth the money. It's the little things that, work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? Work smarter, not harder. Okay, that's a little too much on the end there, so these don't go that deep in there. So put it right to the edge there. Tighten it up. Get it there. That is clean, dude. So clean. Look at that clean install. So clean. Now, I guess I could have brought this back a little bit. I guess I can. I mean, I can just push that back a little bit. Like that. There we go. There we go. You know what I mean? Whew. So clean. Okay. It's clean, and then we gotta push that so that line looks good there. Alright. Now that is our 20. That's our bedroom slash bench seat. I don't know what you call this area. Bench seat. The bedroom bench seat. 20 amp right there. I'm going to stand up for a second. This is kind of backbreaking, you guys. Ugh. You saw how fast that went in, though, regularly, I just had to figure out that 50 amp breaker, but the 20 amp and the 30 amp breakers are built different. So when you loosen the screw, it doesn't just come out and fall out. It has a stop point. So you loosen it, and then it stops. And you pop that sucker in, and then boom, and you're done. You saw how freaking quick it was for that. The 50, though, had a trick, so I figured it out. I pulled it out, looked at the design, and like, okay, this is what I have to do. Because it can accept some pretty big cable. Twice or three times the size of this, that 50 amp, is huge. So that's why it has a different design, because it has to be beefier and hold on to a lot bigger wire. 3 or 4 times the size of wire that these others have to hold on to. So that's why it's made a little different. But that's tough. That was tough the first time. It took like 15 minutes. But you know what? Now it's going to take 10 seconds. Now the old DJ Darren figured that out. Which I didn't know. I didn't know that they had different design, It was freaking news to me. Alright, a little bit of stretch here real quick. Oh my god. Nice day, sun's coming out. Getting the RV ready. I gotta leave in like 3 weeks, guys. I gotta hurry. The house has been sold. House has been sold. I got to go. Let me read chat real quick. Man, I gotta get some glasses, you guys. What's up? DeSoakson 69. Oh, the RV trip. I have to leave here in 3 weeks, so I'll be doing lots of IRL once I get to LA in 3 or 4 weeks. I'll be picking it up. But to do more serious stuff, I need to buy a phone for $200 and that's it. I don't want to do a bunch of IRL with a shitty phone and bad quality. Jasmine James, what up? Good to see you. Having a great day. I'm fixing this baby up. Yeah, add me on Instagram. DJ Darren RV on Instagram. DJ Darren RV is my Instagram. 03, what's up? Yeah, I know, 03. That's what we learned as kids. Strip wires with your teeth, you know what I mean? Even doing, I used to install all sorts of, car alarms, and I used to do speaker systems and all that, stereo systems, and I didn't find this freaking tool until a couple years ago. I'm like, dude, what have I been doing? What the F have I been doing not using this? $25. This is probably the single best purchase in my entire life. because I strip a lot of wire. I'm like, dude, no more teeth stripping, no more using like, like this, like using little pliers and like pulling the wire and this not accurate, dude. This thing's so quick. This thing's so quick. Click, click. You saw that? Click, click, man. I tell you, I want to find all the right tools now because some of the things, evidently, I've been, if someone doesn't teach you, like I'm showing you guys, then you don't know. If you don't know you're doing it the hard way, you don't know, right? I mean, that's, you don't know. If no one showed you, then you're fucking doing it the hard way because you don't know. Fuck, God damn it, man. I had to learn a lot of things the hard way. But yeah, man, work hard, work smarter, not harder, dude. Fuck that. I mean, excuse me. I'm trying to trim my language. 2024, you guys, trying to clean up the language. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make this family friendly too. I want to be family friendly when I'm doing stuff like this. But all right, so we got that one channel in. Let's see. What else do we got? Now we got that other unknown. Or wait, no. We'll deal with this son of a gun right now. So we need, I think I figured out how to do this. So I think I figured out, let's see here. I can bring this down a little bit. Here we go. I'm using the little shorty selfie stick. I blew up my battery packs because not working good. So they got smashed and then I'm plugged into the wall now. And also my selfie stand didn't work good. I destroyed that. And so we're just on the shorty stick now. It's working great. Battery power is good too. My streams have been cutting because the battery packs are turning off by themselves. So I smashed one on the ground. The other one, I'm just waiting to smash that. But both of them have been doing the same thing. Midstream, when I don't know it, just stops working. You got to push the button to turn it back on. But I can't be pushing the button every 10 seconds while I'm streaming, dude. So both my packs took a shit. And they just turn it off by themselves. So we're operating on a wall charger from now on until I can find packs that don't suck. All right, I'm kind of trying to twist this open to get this out. This does not want to come out like this. All right, so I got to make some room in here. I'm putting a flathead in here, trying to make some room for this. Oh, this is not working good. Okay. All right. I'm going to pull one tab up a little bit. There we go. All right. All right. That worked. Ugh. Oh, it broke. Damn it. And that's fine. That's more of a convenience for those things to grab the wire and hold on to it. But this thing is just... Man, they're made out of plastic. It's terrible. I think if I would have took more time and a little bit slower, I wouldn't have cracked that. But I don't give a shit. This has got to get done, you guys. We have to move immediately. Got to go. Yeah, my mom's house getting sold and got to move. Getting things livable mostly. Some cosmetic work, but not really. Mainly I'm just doing all stuff to make it livable real quick, because it's not livable yet totally. I got kitty cats too, you know what I mean, so it can't be, my kitty cats aren't going to be roughing it, you know what I mean, so everything good. Got to get water, all that stuff going. Got the good heat going. I put my furnace back in yesterday. Got excellent heat in here. Excellent heat. Almost done with the water. Just about to put the toilet in. Kitchen sink, I finished all that stuff. Tankless water heater is installed. But yeah, we got some days of work to make it livable. But it's looking good. All right, we're putting in our top one. We're putting in our inverter. Now remember, this is thicker wire, extra thick wire. I just used the wire. I took the same wire that was in here that was going to the air conditioners, so it's good for 30 amp. You know what I mean? So this is the wire I got. the stock wiring, still good. I didn't have to buy anything. This is the original wire. This is going right into the back of my inverter. It has, it has direct connections so that it can supply. You can plug into the back of it, or you can wire it into a panel directly from the inverter, wired in right to a circuit panel, which is what I'm trying to do. But like I said, we're having a ground fault issue. The inverter's telling me there's an issue with this thing, and it's complicated, but basically, it's this might be combining these two, and you're not supposed to combine the neutral and the power. So I got to call the companies to get some pretty super technical information on that. But these are both expensive things I bought, and they're supposed to work together. So I'm gonna be pissed if one of them doesn't. That's about $700 of stuff right here alone that better work together. And I need it so that I can have 120 power, everything working good. So we gotta call the company on that. All right, so going on the top here. Now, I'm just gonna go into the top one that's broken anyway. It's broken, the little tab, but I don't care. It fits on there good. I don't care. I don't need it to grab onto the wire. It's all gonna be all beautiful, secure. All right, so we're gonna need to move this out. We lost some of that, so we're gonna cut this a little better. Let's see here. So we know that it needs to come out here. This guy needs to get over all the way over to there. So we're gonna measure for this in the back so that can reach over to there. Hey, get out of the way over here. Shoot, can't even see stuff. That's gonna go next to that. So make sure we got enough distance for that. Bring a little bit more here. Okay. And I'll just kind of secure it in the back here so it doesn't move. I kind of just pinch the cable so it don't move back there. And now we'll trim accordingly. So we need to trim this out here. Let's be real careful here. Like I said, just a slight cut right there. No, too light. There we go. Slight cut, okay. Make sure I didn't cut anything. Kind of got lucky on that. Kind of strip that out there. Okay, and then okay, the main thing we need is, now this can move back and forth because like I said, this is not locked in here, so actually let's turn it a little bit. There we go. Okay. We want this going this way. So we're gonna have it right about there. And then we're going to bring it right over to there. Let's see how that looks. Let's see here. Bring that straight across. And remember, it can touch these other ones. It's fine, because that's where it's going. I might put the ground behind. Let's run it behind this white wire right here. See, it's kind of tough to do that. Let's run it behind there, because that fits better. There we go. Let's run that behind. It's a better route for that. And then that will come down. Let's fix that. Like that. We want over there. Alright, let's loosen up the screw. Third one. Okay. Oh my god, that's really tight. Okay. And then kind of want to even this out a little bit. Even this wire out, make it look better a little bit there. There we go. Perfect. Let's tighten that up. Let's tighten that right. Ooh, it's a cloudy day today. It might rain or something. We got some clouds, cold out. The sun was out, but now we got little clouds coming through here. I'm in San Diego, California, if you don't know. San Diego, California. Best weather in the country. Okay, look at that. Nice and pretty. That's nice and pretty. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Oh, would you look at that? I'll get you guys closer up on there. Would you look at that? Ah, would you look at that? Okay, that's nice. That is clean, baby. Did I tighten that? Okay. There we go. A little more tighten on the other ones. Final tight after everything's done and routed and perfect. Then you do your final tight. And test it, really. Test it, then your final tight and everything. But everything's snug enough. Real snug right now. 90% tight. Let's see. Okay, now we need our white. We're going to be trimming these, obviously. And we're going in. Black's going right there. White is right here. We're going to trim a lot of this white off because it's going to curve right there. That needs to go back a little bit. Okay, and then black going right there. Okay. White's going to go right there. That's the only last one we got up here. Let's see, 20. So we don't have any more whites. They would be right there. The rest of these are going to continue down here. But we have room for one more over here if we need it. So we'll put this. We'll put that probably right in the middle guy right here. Give it a little bit of space. Let me think. Yeah, give it a little bit of space. Be off to the side there a little bit. Let's run the black first. And we're running it to the 30. Let's see here. So I'm going to push that. Remember, we can pull this one back a little bit. So it's going to come back a little bit like that. And so let's go ahead and run that. Okay, black. We need to cut maybe right there. A little less than that. Okay. Probably right there. And then pop in. There we go. Let's loosen up. Oh, the 30 is already loose and maxed out, right? Loosen up till it stops. It's ready to go. Grab our Klein Tools. Klein Tools, shout out, dude. Sponsor me, Klein Tools. The best, dude. Klein Tools are the best. So let's get this a good strip here, like 1/2 inch. Maybe a little more. Okay. Oh, that was too big. Okay, go down a size here. There we go. Pow pow. All nice, brand new, shiny. You know, all chrome. They will be chrome. You will be chrome and shiny. You guys can name that quote. Chrome, shiny and chrome. All right, maybe that could go. Is that too much? Too much slack? Shiny and chrome. Is that too much slack? I could cut some of it. No, let's go in there. Let's do it. All right, go. What? All right. All right. We're loose. Why is that not going through? Okay, it's totally loose. Okay, we're at a bad angle. Okay, my angle is bad. There we go. There we go. Get the right angle. The right angle for these guys. Oh, I have to hold that. Hold it so it don't go nowhere as you tighten it down. I got this maxed out all the way out. Oh man, I think we got rain coming, you guys. It's getting cold. I'm gonna turn my RV heater on in a second. It's got such good heat going in here. Okay, we're making that perfect because my new standard now has to be perfect, like our girl Lexi electrician out there in New Jersey. There, look at that. I'm not even having any bends in there. I'm telling you, it's got to be fucking flawless. I mean, freaking flawless now, you guys, for my work. I don't think you understand, but we're not settling for B grade work, which is still money making. A grade work. We're talking top of the line work. This type of work. If you're doing it at this grade level, you're making over 100 an hour doing this level of stuff. Projects too. If you had a big project too, it might be a couple hundred an hour if you're doing a project. It might be $1,000, but it might take you 5 hours. That's 200 an hour. Okay, we're going right angle down on this, right? So this is what we know we want right there. And we know we want to cut right about there. See how I'm kind of measuring that? I'll cut a little beyond that just in case, but let's double check again. Now we know that's real shallow there too. It has no depth. It only has that amount of depth right there for it to clamp onto. So let's go ahead and clamp that exact like that. And then trim it or strip it. Man, I'm having fun. I like this looking so clean, doing so good on this. Yeah, like I said, I've been watching a lot. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, so I've been watching this electrical channel with this wonderful girl, young girl, Lexi Electrician. I don't remember the channel name, but man, she does flawless, perfect work. All sorts of commercial work. Like, holy crap! Like, man, the most complicated work. She's like 25 or something. But she does all the most, like huge, like projects. I'm like, man, I don't want to do that, even for money. I'd be like, even for money, like, oh my god. So she's the highest level, highest level electrician. We need to cut some more of that because it's too long. But I appreciate it. I love good work or someone who's just a freaking master of their craft. It's awesome. Alright, that needs to go like in there. So a little bit less. A little nub. Little nub. So yeah, after watching her channel and seeing who do her work, I'm like, why is my stuff so sloppy? But her stuff's all got to get inspected and all that and certified and all that. So it's got to be, but she does flawless, clean work, and that's what you want to do. Not everybody does that. There we go. There we go. And that one's already loose. So we pop it in there like that. Let's see. Oh, that looks nice. Looks nice. I can bring that back a little bit too, but is that maxed out in there? All right, we got a little bit too much of that in there because it's real shallow in there. that screw is real. It's shallow base. This is only as thin as that you see. It's not going into that black. It's all right there. There we go. Flawless. Push that back a little bit. Yeah, I gotta practice A-grade work. So when I go to school and learn more and get certified, I'm already doing grade A work, really. And I like my RV to be a resume too. My RV is a resume of my work, my woodworking and different work as well too. But if you're gonna do it perfect. Okay, is that, man, that's so nice. That was so much, you guys. It was such a rat's nest before. I'm glad you guys didn't see it. Such a rat's nest before. Look at that, all clean. All these coming in so clean, angles, just boom, boom. I'm very happy about that. Let me check chat real quick. See if anybody. Yeah, from stripping wires, I cracked couple small cracks on my teeth from stripping wires. Ernest, what's up, buddy? Doing some electricals, doing flawless 120 volt wiring right now. So I just got done. I just got done with the third channel. So I just got done putting the solar channel in, but doing all these wires so that they're perfect. Look at the perfect angles in there. Flawless right angles, and so it was a rat's nest in there. Now it's A grade. So I'm trying to do A grade work on all the stuff I do. Cause like I said, I'm gonna be doing some electrician stuff in the future as a job. And that's gotta be flawless. You make a mistake, you burn someone's house down. So easy. And guess who pays for that house? When the fire department comes and go, oh yeah, you know what caused this fire was that electrical panel that DJ Darren just worked on. They're like, oh really? Like, yeah, well, let me go ahead. The fire department's like, yeah, let me go ahead and sign this paper. And the fire chief and the fire inspector, certified that it did come from faulty wiring. From Darren's fucking electrical work. And they're like, oh really? Let's call Darren because he owes us $1 million house. So that's why you don't do crappy electrical work. Like all work, man, you're responsible. If you do crappy plumbing work and they find out your plumbing like flooded the house, you're paying for all that. And you know what I mean? It's pretty easy to prove where things break. In a fire, it's pretty easy in a fire to prove how the fire started. For people who spend 30 years, you know what I mean, figuring that out. So if you're gonna do work, you gotta do it good, man. You get your ass sued. Imagine getting sued for $250,000 and losing. Like, what are you gonna do with your life after that? You ain't gonna have no money anymore. You make one mistake on something, your money could be done for your life. So you really can't be messing up. If you work for a company, then they can sue the company, but they could still sue you. Like if you're working for a company and you make a mistake and flood the house and it causes $250,000 damage, the company will get sued, but then they're gonna sue you. And then the person might sue you and the company. But no matter what, if you're the one that did the work, you're ultimately the one that's going to pay if you messed up. Ultimately. Because no company is going to be like, yeah, we're not going to pay $250,000 because you don't know how to do plumbing. They're like, we're taking everything you got. And then you'll be paying that off forever. So that's why it's always good to do it, Perfect work and always take your time. think it out. Don't experiment. Don't learn on people's. Don't learn electrical on people's houses. You know, as a mobile mechanic, I don't learn on people's stuff. You know, I learn on my own stuff or practice or whatever, but you don't learn on your customers' things. It's supposed to already be good. And it's better if you're the best. And you can command your prices, and you'll always be valuable if you're the best, because your work will show, and they'll be like, damn, he does the best work. Okay, we need to figure out. All right. That was the bedroom. Also, well, that's the closest one. That's why we did that 20 breaker, because this is the closest outlet that we got here, kind of organizing it from closest to farthest. So that's our bench seat outlet and closet. I'll have to label that later too as well. Put a little label right there and there and there. Boom, boom. All right, what is all this? What? Okay, I don't even know where this is going. What is this? All right, unknown. All right, I wrote a tag on here. Unknown. Yeah, it's unknown. I have no idea. Unknown. Oh, unknown roof. Unknown roof. Well, I'll figure that out later. What's this one right here? This one, I had a tag and I ripped it off. Where'd it go? Oh, couch overhead storage. Couch overhead storage. Okay, we'll bring that down. Since this one's already routed through that, this one's already routed through the little grippers, we'll make this one the next 20. And then we'll make this one the next 20. And then we have 2 extra 20s and an extra slot here too as well. We're going to add one later. I'm going to add one to the couch. So I'm going to add a line. So it'll be at the end of the couch. I'll install one too. Well, let's go. Let me see here. So we have this last 20. And we're doing this upper one. So let's start routing that. So we know we want the ground. It's going to be all... Well, first of all, let's get our other crap out of the way. It's all trying to freaking get in my way here. Okay, if I could just not move for a bit. Of course it was going to just move. I'm gonna put that like that. That's just bugging me, dude. It's bugging me. Okay, that's gonna come in there. And then we're going over to the next one. So probably gonna cut right about there. You know what? I'm just gonna have to deal with that. And that's gonna be over here, the 4th one. So we're gonna keep going. So we got this 4th one. Now, see if that's the height that I like. That's fine. You can see it. It's a different height than the others. That's fine. So let's go ahead and lock that in. Okay, looks good. And I'll kind of straighten that out to make it look nice and pretty. There we go. Looking pretty. Yeah, baby. Whoops. Let's get you straightened out. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I like that. What's his name? Ed, Bassmaster. If you've seen him on YouTube, he's a funny comedian. Ed Bassmaster. Would you look at that? He's got a character that goes out in public. He's like, "Oh, would you look at that?" That's all he does for that one character. That's all he does. Goes out and says that one line. Look at that! Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. Look at that. Guy's so funny, dude. He's in New York, I guess, most all the time. Ed Bassmaster. He's famous. He's famous. Okay, we need to trim that, and we're going up here. Let's see. Does that all seem like good order here? This might need to go back a little bit. Like that. Push that back a little bit, and then we need to go. We need to loosen that up. We need to loosen that up. What are we thinking here? Loosen that up, back it up, boom. Back it up. Back it up. And remember our angle last time was off a little bit. So let's get that angle in there. There we go. Perfect angle. Push that sucker in, hold her in while we tighten up. Whoops. Oh, there we go. There we go. And we'll do. Oh, that's looking good. It's looking good. Let's see. That's my battery seems to be charging good too. Or not battery, but I'm plugged into the wall, so my battery power's doing good. I'm on my phone. Oh hell yeah, O3. Of course I'm saving a ton of money. That's man. If I You guys don't even know, dude. If I did this RV restoration, this whole thing and remodel, if I paid laborers to do it, man, it'd be well over 100,000. It'd be so much money, cause you'd be having someone hired doing the engine, all the stuff, engine, and then you gotta do woodwork, and then I had made a whole roof, all the electrical, all the plumbing, 2 different types of plumbing, all the carpentry. Man, it's crazy. I was trying to figure out how much time I have in this RV. Like, I was like, is it more than 1,000 hours? I'm probably 2,000 hours. Like, man, holy crap, dude. All right, let me put you back right over here. Yeah, a ton of money, dude. So if you're trying to do an RV or whatnot, you better know someone or be able to pay or something, man, or get something that's fairly new. RV shops are expensive. It's $250 an hour, usually at an RV shop. $250 an hour. Okay, think about that for a second. Just tires on an RV. Tires on an RV. So you're looking at $300 a tire times 6. So 3 times 6, $1,800 plus tax, $2,000 plus install. If you wanted new tires to put on, that's like $2,600, $2,700 to put new tires on. You want brakes, it could be 1,000. So it's big, it's huge chunks. You better be ready to do it, or better to start like with a van and do van life, and then it's a lot smaller scale stuff for you to fix and work on. I would suggest starting with van life if you're trying to do a DIY, do it yourself. Otherwise, you need a bunch of money, a spot to work on your RV, and a bunch of time and willingness to learn and just to hack it all out. But you're gonna have to get good at everything, because an RV consists of everything that there would be a car. You know, engine, transmission, all that, and then everything to do with a house. More than a house, because you have a 12-volt system. Houses don't have 12-volt systems, so a house has got a 120. That's it. So it's crazy. There's all the systems in an RV and car. There's so much systems put into one deal. So it really is everything in one house, car, everything you could work on and do inside one RV is what RV is. But worth it, obviously, because it's a traveling home. All right, did we forget one line? All right, I gotta do this line, but yapping away here. I need to freaking do this line. Oh, let's see here. I got 5 left. We got 5 left here. Let's throw it. Oh, this little tab's covering that. Should I throw it next to that? How many more do we have? They're gonna go in. I guess we'll do it over here. We got room over here. So let's bring it over here. Let's bring it over here and pop down. Let's see. Cutty cut, like right about there. Straighten that out. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna look good. It's gotta go right there. So a little, no, need to cut a little more. And cut like that much off more. And we're going in. Let's see. Oh, need to cut even more. Remember, you can't put stuff back. So cut short, you know, and then you make a couple cuts. If you cut too much, and you're like, no, you're gonna be sad. You're gonna be sad if it cuts too much. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? There we go, right there. It's perfect length. Remember, we're doing absolute A-grade electrical work right now. We gotta practice. We gotta practice and do the absolute best possible. I know that this is short strip on that. Absolute A grade or get the F out. Electrical is what we're doing. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna be saying that all day, you guys, so I hope. Go look up Ed Bassmaster and you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm so glad to get this done and knock this off my list. This, man, things I need to do to make this thing livable immediately. Because we got to move immediately. We got to go, guys. So, gotta make it livable immediately. RV drives and runs, no problem. It's always run and drive, no problem. But I've been working on this a couple years and then really a lot this year. But we're getting close. We'll make it livable real quick. Look at, man, that is so clean, dude. That is so clean. Look at those wires. I'm gonna be proud of that, dude. That is clean. And we got one more. Let me check chat real quick, and then we got one more to do here. If you got any questions, let me know. Questions about the RV trip or questions about what we're working on, let me know. Shoot your shot. Okay, this last one, I don't know where this goes. Some of these I'll have to test later and see where they go. Okay, this goes to a roof or something. This goes to something. Uh-oh. Oh, I might have made a mistake. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. So that goes to the roof out. That goes out somewhere. I think that goes to the other side. That goes to this is probably the passenger side 120. passenger side 120, but we'll be able to figure out later, label it later. But let's see what we got here. Let's put that. Let's bring this in. Do we have enough length to go to the white one over here? Oh yeah, we're perfect. We're perfect right there. We're perfect to go to the black, which is going to be this one. We're going to that, and the ground right there. Oh, we're real close for everything on this. That's going to be like that. Probably even closer than that, like this. Boom. That's going in like that. Whoops, look. Probably right there. Oh, nice. I like the height difference there too, so you can kind of see the different wires. Let's pop it in. Okay, it's good. Nice and snug. Now remember, those wires can touch each other right here if they want. They're all raw wire. That's just the ground. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Push that back a little bit. There we go. Okay, ground perfect. Man, it looks really nice. Man, I'm telling you, that girl will be impressed. Lexi would be impressed. All right. Now we're gonna go to this next one. Push that back a little bit so we can go into that next one. And let's see how we're doing that. Okay, we're going like right there. Oh, we're pretty much right there. May not have to even trim that. Oh, that's nice. Yes. Should I even trim that or not? Yeah, a little bit. Well, I mean nitpicking. No, I think we're good. That looks freaking perfect. That looks freaking perfect here. Let's hold on a second here. Finish this up, then I gotta go to lunch, man. I never do breakfast, man. I just get up and work on this thing. I gotta hammer it out quick, man. But I tell you what, once I get done with all this stuff, I'm gonna be eating so much food and working out. It's gonna be great. I'll have time off. I'm doing like 12-hour days on the RV right now. Three days at the house, 3 days on the street because of HOA rules. So 3 days at the house only allowed, and 3 days back on the street. Only allowed on the street for 3 days too, and so back and forth. So the 3 days off, I work. You know, if I can have business, and then do other stuff too. But yeah, 3 days in a row, usually hammering hard on the RV, getting the sucker done. But then I'm still working on RV stuff when it's parked on the street. I'm just having stuff in the garage doing that. All right, let's pop this sucker in. This one right here. How much length do we need on that? Let's cut. I need to cut this because we're going like that, and we're going up. So probably like that. That too much. Well, that might be good. Let's go ahead and strip that. love that tool, man. Every time I love that. Never get tired of that. Make sure it's nice and straight, and then, oh yeah, we're going up to this one right here. We gotta. Let's see, we got to. Gotta open. You guys are getting a good view right here. You're getting a fucking freaking amazing camera view, you guys. It's basically the camera right on the end of this flathead almost. Shoot. Not even Bob Vila's got this good at camera work. Okay, let's pop this sucker in under here. There she goes. Eat my dust, Bob Vila. Okay, pop that sucker in. All we tighten stuff. Eat my dust, Bob Vila. Come on, baby. Okay. Perfect. Make that nice and right angled. Okay. All these are good angles there. Looking good. Yeah, I'm going to do all my work now as if I'm being graded, so it's all going to be perfect. All perfect work now. This has got to come in there a little bit. It's bugging me, dude. Okay, man, that is flaw. Is that it for the... What? Are we done with those? You guys were done on those. What? I didn't know we're done with that part. I thought we had one more or something. We do have this, but this is coming from the actual converter, and I can't hook this up yet because the inverter is giving me a ground fault detection, something going on. So I got to call the companies and figure out what the issue is with that. Call the actual technicians there, and they could tell me what's the issues with that. But until then, we won't hook these up. Let me check. Okay, we got power on in the RV. I'm gonna turn my inverter on and just check, make sure the green light goes on. Oh, wait, is that not connected? Oh, I gotta turn the breakers on, I think. Hold on a second. Our inverter, there we go. So, oh wait, let me go make sure there's other live wires around the RV. Let me make sure they're not touching anything yet. Okay, those other live wires are good. So flip the breaker on my inverter. Oh yeah, I have the power off outside too. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 minute, you guys. be on. Boom. So I have a main switch at the big battery bank to turn off 12 volt from the battery bank. So now that's on, and I see the little green light blinking. Where's that at? This little guy. So I'll turn it on, make sure there's no ground faults. Green light on, good. And green light blinking, flashing, saying everything's good. Good. The only problem is when we connect to this inverter, or I mean the converter, is some sort of ground fault issue wiring. So I'll have to call this company and also Renogy. Renogy makes my inverter. I'm going to call them, but I'm also going to call this company. I'll look up the sheet of who this is and call them directly and talk to their tech support because this needs to be connected. Otherwise, when I connect city power, this is supposed to be plugged in there so city power is charging my batteries, and it's not going to do that. So for now, I'm going to have to be charging my batteries with this charger, you know what I mean? So that's no good. So we need to get that working, but yeah, looking good here. Now look, so right now my inverter is on, batteries are connected, inverter's on, supplying power. Nothing to the breakers here yet, right now. Now look, this is the 30 amp from my inverter. Now it's on. Now my whole entire RV is live for power right now. That's the power coming in and supplying power to all this whole row as well. Now this we don't worry about. That's our city power coming in. We don't mess with that. Remember, neither of those don't go on at the same time. So I'm running on solar power, right? I'm driving down the road. I'm always on solar right here, running. I get to a campground and I'm gonna plug in there. I shut that off, and I connect my breaker of the city power breaker, which means all the city power coming in from the campground or from a house, a friend's house or whatever, power coming in. But these two are never connected at the same time. Solar or city, never at the same time. And then like, all right, we're leaving the campground. Okay, boom, unplug. Boom, we connect the solar power back on. Boom, and that's just to have our 120. Now this is live right now. If I put my tongue on that, I will die. So let's cut that. No more live. I have live wires in the back of the RV not hooked up to stuff yet, so I keep all this stuff off right now. So that's good. We finished that panel up with a check. That's good. The inverter is good. I turned it off. All our wiring is cherry. We have three channels we can add because we took out. We're gonna go get some money for this 50 right here. So we got room for three more. I got right there. The 3 more channels. I'm gonna add 1 more to the couch, and then we got 2 more channels to add later on if we want to, but don't need to, but optional. So go ahead and return the 50. I could use another 30 instead of this 50, but it's fine. That's the city power coming in. It will only be 30 amps max, but I'll run a 50 until I get another 30, but that's fine. And I might upgrade to 50 amp later, which just means a 50 amp plug and all that coming in, but I don't need all that, so 30 amps only needed. All that's done. All our fuses are good, and then we need to figure out some more mystery electrical things. We need to figure out this little light over here. This little tiny light over here. I need to get that going. How come that's not going on? Then I got a light inside the battery bay that's supposed to be going on, which is one of these blue wires right here. I checked the fuse and it's good right here, so got to see why the light in my battery bank is not coming on for the house batteries. When I open up that bay, there's supposed to be a light in there I can turn on, and it's not turning on, so we need to do that. But I guess I'm going to lunch. Let's see if we're doing anything else right now. I think we're done for now. Gonna go eat, and then I'll come back, figure something else. I'll restart the stream, and we're gonna do something different, different title. So I don't know what we're gonna work on, electrical or something. I'm not sure. We might just be cutting boards for shiplap, or we might mix it up. But I'm gonna go to lunch, and then we'll come back and do stuff. I gotta reorganize those. So I gotta undo those and reorganize and move those around a little bit, make some more room, and make it a little more organized in there. Now that we did all this, look at that, perfect work. Hold on, I'm gonna close. Look at that, this freaking perfect work, flawless. Oh, what? This guy's off angle like 0.5 degrees. What? Psh, flawless, dude. What? This one's off a little degree. Heck no. No way, dude. There we go. A grade. That's perfect, man. I love it. That was so much better than what I did. And it's easy. It's the same amount of effort to do it perfect than it is to do it sloppy. You know what I mean? Especially with the right tools. So, no excuse. So, yeah, when I get into this here, I need to move this. I need to move that. Let's see. I need to move that up to there. And I need to organize these out a little bit. That's the main power to the RV right there. And then this is this two panels coming in, 2 panels coming in solar. The solar switches and fuses. Each of those. And then those go into the battery bank. But that's my main power for the RV. Coming off there, I can always kill the power like that. And then put it back on. But it's also a fuse. It's a fuse, but it's also a switch. See? Killed the whole system. Right there. Power back on. That's the 12 volt. 12 volt only. And like I said, this is the 2 panels here. And then 2 panels there. Coming in on breakers and fuses. So. Alright, you guys. Guess I'm going to cut stream, and then I'll start stream again. In a little bit after I get some food, and then we'll figure out what else we got to do. We're doing full days, so we'll figure it out. But thanks, guys, for watching. Peace out. DJ Dan.